man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 39, Mayfield flushed out right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go play action. Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Herb Smith Jr. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 58, boy, 58. 50 first. Cut. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Off the play fake. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Clinton Dix there for the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get them. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, Wahoo! 58, come on! You can't block me! Gun! You can't block me! No! Check! Where's your hot?
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Doxson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Davis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 45, come on. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, boys. Alert. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Good. 180. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, baby. All day. Point it right. 54. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand. Put it behind.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Below Nichols. Able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, 7.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up.
50 high. 180. 58 right there. Listen to me. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, Charlie. 58's the mic. 58. Black. Hey, watch the slant. Shift. Wait,
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Below Nichols. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Gun. Hey, Orvin.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And avoids the contact by sliding. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Set, 180. Mike 54. Hey.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
Bravo.
and 4.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
X3, 218, chopper. Check 3, check. Line out. He's checking.
Cousins now. Left side caught by Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Cousins now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you watched a home."
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man right side is Shark. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Zoo!
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. Hey, Alpha. We take a win,
Final play of the half, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
5, gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Cousins now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, Delta. Run. Run out.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Alert, 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 alert. Up. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
180! Hey, 133.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Mayfield now. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
King.
Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yo.
Following the interception, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen with Davis. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Good. 180. 45. Watch the curve. 45. Good. Mike, 45. Pistol. Hey, check, Mike. Hey, alert. Check.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. There to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Go. 1st and 10 at the 47.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, 3rd down here. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is Cook with the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Cousins on target to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Cousins. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Cousins to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, exit. All right, now here we go.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sharks got it, left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, go. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Time to go right now.
Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Good route here. Move. Check, 59, 59. Mike, 59.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Left side caught by Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, team 6, team 6. 59, mark, check, 59. All day,
Cousins to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Chicago, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Putting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops, uno no, I can be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac, you should show up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me.